Hello and welcome to Everything to Guppy, a Binding of Isaac podcast where we delve deep into all the secrets and the Easter eggs, of the Binding of Isaac video games. Also, we talk about all the items. I'm William Hughes, and I'm joined, as always, by a man with a strange attraction, Gary Butterfield.
The future's ours, Charles.
Oh, you're referencing the hit comic book character
Joseph.
Magneto.
Yeah.
We both did dumb jokes.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose that Joseph reference is no good.
I briefly read X-Men comics, like, day and date, and it was during the Joseph period.
Ooh, the Joseph years. Yeah. We all love him. It's the long-haired Adonis Magneto that fucks Rogue, for people who don't know. It's a weird time, who teamed up with Cecilia Reyes and Maggot to be the new late 90s X-Men, the Joe Madureira years.
Maggot.
What episode are we talking about? Or what item? We're talking about this episode.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going so far?
I feel like we should inform people that this is the latest we have ever recorded this show.
It is very late. We're only doing 1 week, and it's 2 a.m. And we both just sat through a mind-blastingly long movie.
It's true, with 1,000 trailers.
With more trailers than I thought were possible. And I had not seen that Jurassic World trailer. And that was the hardest I laughed in the theater. Yeah. That was me. I was the only person laughing, but I could not stop.
Gary, no, somewhere in a theater across town, I was also laughing 10 minutes later.
Yay. Man.
It really is Jurassic
World. Oh my goodness. And they got the Goldblum's doing it. It's like, oh buddy, I love you so much. It truly was a Planet of the Apes.
Gary, the episode we're talking about today is Magneto.
Yes. The item, Magneto, a.k.a.
Yes,
Magneto.
For just a second, I managed to... It's like I had the reality gem. We saw Infinity War. This will come out in months. But
it's going to be... By the time the next one comes out, you will hear this. A.k.a. the Joseph item. And this item, it's called Item Snatcher. That's what it says when you pick it up.
Very cute.
It puts an old-timey magnet on your head. And this attracts pickups. Now, you might be thinking, guys, haven't you already done this? You're half right.
You're thinking of the broken magnet.
Yes. Which is a trinket version of this that's just about as useful, in that this is not something I have ever been excited about.
No. Every once in a while. So the difference between this and the broken magnet is the broken magnet only takes coins. This takes all pickups, all regular pickups, not chests. But
yes. And it attracts them. They'll go over spaces. They'll come towards you, through rocks, not through key blocks, but through rocks over gaps, etc. So when you have this, if you have flying, it is obviated. It doesn't provide all the advantages of flying. It is just very hard to get excited about. Every once in a while, like you said, this will be great. You'll walk into a room, there's tons of pickups behind spikes. You get them all. Yahtzee.
You feel like the king of the world.
It's you. You're on the deck of the ship.
You're Yahtzee holding me up at the deck of the ship.
Yeah, and here you are. You're One Day's a Friend, the new game.
Very good Yahtzee pull.
Oh, thank you.
I've played all those games. They're not good.
They're kind of good. I like those. They're not great.
They're tonally good.
Yeah,
they're terrible adventure games.
His more recent one is the Consuming Fear or whatever, is I think straight up an interesting idea that's kind of unplayable.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you played that one, but
I played the free version back in the day.
Yeah, I feel like that's unplayable. But his old adventure games, those functioned as games. They functioned as software, like The Binding of Isaac does.
Ooh, yes, Segway King,
bringing it back. I'm the Joseph of Segways. So. I did not know this, and the wiki says this, and citation needed, but it says that it says a few enemies, and it doesn't mention all of them. It just mentioned one. Thanks, Wikipedia. Brings the Horf towards you. Some enemies are drawn towards you with this.
Isn't Horf towards a direction on the ship?
Yeah, it was on the Titanic when you're on the front of it and you're king of the world.
Was that yeah, I was about to say the reverse segue.
I've got the time gem.
Guys, this movie's very old now.
Yeah. It's just imagine if you.
Yeah, we could just say spoilers, Gary.
Oh my God, I'd feel so naughty doing that, like recording just like the most brutal spoilers and like how Tony Stark's gonna die and like putting him in a time capsule. You know.
Here's my spoiler: Infinity War isn't very good.
I liked it. We litigated this for 25 minutes though before we recorded, so we shouldn't do it on air. Like
I know.
It was a Siskel and Ebert thing though. It was a real thumbs up, thumbs down. You know.
It's true. And we're both dead. And we're ghosts. Oh, that's the other thing you should know.
Yeah.
There's
a lot
by the time this comes out, we're dead.
That is something that I've been talking about on Duckfeed for the entirety of the network. I think I make a joke about that in the second episode of Watch Out for Fireball. It's like the pre-recorded, by the time that you hear this, I could actually not exist, is something that is always on my mind.
And that's why we're such fun friends.
Yeah.
We're both equally morbid.
There's a note in here that they're in the DLC. It introduces an item called Scared Hearts, which are those hearts that try to get away from you.
Yes, which are, boy, that's. I would love to like really dial into what the design decision there was.
What if something was cute once?
Yeah.
The end. And well, what after that? There's just the once. You know, we assume people are going to play this once.
Yeah. Is it mechanically interesting?
No. You know, is it a chore? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Might it elicit a mild like smirk the first time it happens? You know, maybe in about 10% of players. You know, this attracts them, but they still try to get away. Cha-ching, bada boom,
bada bing.
So they will come towards you, but they'll still also try to run away once they get close enough.
That's what we call the hedgehog's dilemma.
Yeah.
Which is where every time they make a Sonic game and everybody tells you it's good this time and they're lying.
Yeah, it is actually
they are
good.
Always lying.
Yeah. Gotta go pass. Yeah,
that has the structure of a joke.
Yeah, thank you. It's also late for me.
Yeah.
We're not recording this in different time zones, Hughes.
Oh shit. We're already on last names.
I know we have more episodes to go. I think this has some pretty bad trivia.
It absolutely has. The second point of trivia on here is awful.
It's a real stretch. So here are 2 trivia points. And you know, I understand that there's someone out there who doesn't like us reading the wiki, and that's most of what we're doing for this episode. So this episode's not for you. Maybe fast forward to the Infinity War, like season 73 of the Binding of Isaac podcast, where it's mostly about Infinity War. So one, this item's name may be a reference to the X-Men villain Magneto. Do you fucking think? Like, like really? You don't think that his magnet control power is a thing that has the exact same name, and as if Magneto was a thing in nature? You know, so you think that's a reference? I think it's probably a reference. Seems safe bet.
Pretty safe.
I'll give you the honor of reading the second one.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I clicked away to see if I could figure out if Magneto actually did have another meaning beyond the character name.
It's a font.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think they're referring to that, but it is a font.
This item's coloration and placement on Isaac's head may be in reference to Magnet Man, a villain from the early Mega Man games. Couldn't even specify Mega Man 3.
And just really having a magnet on your head. Like, yes, Magnet Man has a magnet on his head. But just, having a thing on your head, I don't know, man.
I can't wait till we get to the SMB Superfan. It's like...
I wonder what that's... Yeah, that's going to... Those eggheads down at the Wiki Factory are really going to scratch it about that one. I think scratch it is actually a gender... or not gender, like a generally neutral term for, thinking about it. They're really going to scratch it about that one.
Yeah, they're really going to scratch the dome.
They are going to scratch their eggheads.
Under the Dome on ABC several years ago.
Starring Hank.
It does star Hank.
Yeah.
I always get excited when I see Hank and stuff.
I like that guy. Yeah. He's a poor man. He's a rich man's Michael Chilkus. You know?
That's true. Were you a S.H.I.E.L.D. guy at all?
No.
That's some good stuff. You got early Walton Goggins on there.
I like Walton Goggins. I always thought I would like S.H.I.E.L.D., but I feel the S.H.I.E.L.D., but it feels like at the time I was just watching The Wire.
Yeah, and it's very grim and kind of ugly and unpleasant. Real quick, though, who would you cast Walton Goggins as in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Let me pull up I know who Walton Goggins is, but I want to look at his face again.
Sure, absolutely. It's a good face to look at.
Yeah.
It's a...
It autocompletes as Walton Goggins' teeth. So, yeah, poor guy. That guy had a bad day at one point when he self-Googling. Oh, yeah. This guy's got to be like a Jim Jaspers or something like that.
Okay.
Maybe it's just the picture I'm looking at. He's like real smiley.
Is Jim Jaspers the crazy reality warper from...
Yeah.
Okay.
From Excalibur and stuff.
Okay. I want to be clear. I raised this question. I don't have a good answer. At all.
Definitely a villain. He's a villainous character to me.
Oh, sometimes when he plays good, it's really good, though.
Yeah, but have you seen his teeth?
All right, Gary, shut up. I have to do ASMR.
Okay.
All right, this will get you a treasure room adjacent to your first long room.
No bullshit to the first long room.
Why is that the running joke?
It was always Spawn independent.
Really? Bricked my leg with Zamo.
Yeah.
All right. A 4, a 6, Q, 7, Y, P, N, day.
Can I real quick, and this might be better saved for another episode, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now.
Please do.
Because of the time delay and how long it'll be before this comes out, somebody on Twitter was like, stop making gross noises when you say the ASMR seed. I had to yank out my headphones. I'm serious. And I had no idea what they were referring to. And it's very likely I did that sometime between now and then when it was recorded. So to them, I'm bringing it up now. They're just going to be like, why the fuck are they talking about that now? We're already in a post-Infinity War 2 universe. And they're going to be like, why did that asshole just ignore me for several episodes and then have a change of heart where he decided not to do it?
And the important thing is that, Gary, this explanation will come further months after that.
Even after that. So it is a surreal thing. I feel sorry for you, my dude. Like, we cannot adjust to feedback. It's not that kind of show.
And Gary, let's be real honest here. We're not those kind of people. Yeah,
we're not that kind of show and not those kind of people. That'd be a good sign-off if we already have an excellent sign-off. If you like this show, the best way to support us is to go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. Somebody actually did write a Yelp review, which I love.
Yes.
I love it.
Or they do a TripAdvisor review.
Thank you. Sorry. A TripAdvisor. So Yelp is the next one. Let's get on Yelp, baby. But they did a TripAdvisor and I love it. So thank you for that. What is something else they can do?
Gary, they can go over to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.
I just said that.
Shit.
I know.
Then why did you start talking about reviews? God, we're so tired.
Like to say, I was thinking of other things they could do other than TripAdvisor, and I got a new one. I want to see this in the memo field of a cash check. So if you can do a review there, like I would like to see a picture of that.
Yeah.
So
maybe include your bank account numbers and your routing number. And
it's useless without that routing number.
That's right.
Good night.
Good night.